What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at second inform Hakimi. He is the right mid Moroccan player for Inter Milan, and he was a shocker from the get-go really. Obviously he played at Dortmund right back, and I thought he was going to go to Inter Milan and be their right back. Turns out he was a right mid, managing to get himself a one to watch to start the year, and honestly I didn't think he'd actually get I thought he might get one inform. But now to get a second inform in only the 16th team of the week is very impressive, and obviously he is very, very fast. Unfortunately for Hakimi, he is just not quite that usable. He's a fun card, like he's very, very quick, but in terms of actual usability, I don't think he's up there. But I thought, you know what? We'll give him benefit of the doubt. We did his 85. I'm interested in his 86. We're gonna have a look at him. Let's get into the review and let me know, what one to watch cards have you got right now? So going into him then, he's a 3-star skiller, 2-star weak foot. So already you can kind of get the gist of it. He's already 50k practically on both consoles as an 86 for somebody who is in a very good team. Obviously the nation not the greatest in terms of links outside of that league isn't great, but he should not be 50k on less than what 6-7 hours after coming out in packs. He's just not that usable. I think as a Serie A team, Lozano is absolutely killing it in Napoli. Obviously, he's got himself a headliner, and unfortunately for him, he was very, very expensive. I don't know if it's still extinct, but he does have 3 other informs that you can choose from, and I think pretty much all 3 of them are probably better than this card. Now we're going to dive in and find out what's kind of bad with Hakimi and what can be good. So in terms of kind of like his basics, he is 5'11", right-footed, high attacking, medium defensive, doesn't have any traits, and he has a lean body type. The one thing that will be good with Hakimi is just bombing down the wing. If you can just bomb it down the wing and pass it across, you're absolutely laughing with him. He is very, very quick. He's got 95 acceleration with the 97 sprint speed. We've got 79 finishing, 84 shot power, and 81 positioning. Not the greatest, like I say. And obviously, people are looking at that finisher. That's going to be one of the cards you could use, or if you are going to use him as more of an assistant player, someone who's going to bomb down a wing, pass it in, maybe have that 1 or 2 chances, then you want to go with Deadeye. 99 passing that gives you, it's incredible. But I think finisher most definitely is the most logical one to go with, and you do get 85 shooting from that. For me, I think that's actually pretty respectable. But the one thing it's very much how Traore was, but he's like the lean version. Not quite physicality, but he's quick, and he just can't do anything else. He's obviously got a nice little dribble on him. He's not amazing at it, but he's not necessarily slow at turning. He's not necessarily like that unresponsive. It's just the fact that his animations don't lead him to be that skillful player. He's more just running a straight line and he'll beat anybody off the ball. Mendy, obviously his main competition as the left back, is going to be absolutely on him. He's got pace, he's got the kind of overall wow factor. So Hakimi's got a massive job, and that's what I try and think with all right mids. Who are they going to come up against? That is the real job that you've got to come up against, really. If you're a centre-back, you've got to be able to deal with Mbappe. You've got to be able to deal with Ronaldo, player of the month Felix, icons. And that's what I kind of base this off. He's got to deal with 88 Acuna, who is incredible. Then you've got Ferland Mendy. You've got someone like Zanetti. You've got Roberto Carlos. You've got a lot of top players to go against. Obviously, you probably won't play foot champs with him, but in terms of rivals, friendlies, it's who you're going to come up against. And I think for me, he's probably in the average category. But let's look at some gameplay and show you what he is. So managing to get a few clips from him, mainly just literally, like I say, running down a wing. We see Torres here, the keepers I didn't even notice was out. Maradona finds Hakimi in there. We go for the little step overs, and like I say, he's not bad at the dribbling side of it, but shooting, he's just not there. Unfortunately for him, I think I just kind of went a bit too much. But we see here, beautiful ball, pass into Depay. Unfortunately, I think I went with the wrong turn. If I went with more of kind of like an instep, he may have been able to get the shot off before. Maradona obviously trying to find Hakimi there as well. Doesn't manage to. We get the little dink across, and it's just, again, it's probably more my fault with that one. But he does manage to get the ball across, and that's what I'm trying to say with him. He's always going down that wing. We see constantly him managing to do this. Depay definitely should be burying that, or any sort of players you've got. And this is probably the best clip. He gets fouled, gets back up, he's already on that run. We see the ball into Depay, he's going to knock it into Hakimi, takes a one step, and bang, it's an actual nice finish. So if we do go into the overall for Hakimi then, as you can see link-wise, Lukaku, incredible link for him. Then we do have Lozano. There is plenty of links you can get in Inter. There is obviously Lukaku being one. You've got Martinez as multiple versions. Obviously, you've got a right-wing version of him as well. But you also have a striker. We've got Eriksen. We've got Vidal, Nainggolan. Perisic is the other side. There's plenty of links in Inter. They've got a wonderful informed team. It's going to be interesting to see how they see through the year and how many informed specials, all of that good stuff they do get. Because I feel like we've barely even scratched the surface with all of these specials. Like literally, if we look at the squads we've had so far, obviously 16 team of the weeks, we've had one to watches, pretty standard. Rule breakers, which were new, I enjoyed them. They weren't necessarily the most amazing wow factor cards, but I enjoyed them. We have the road to the finals, standard. We've had record breakers, which normally we don't get a team of, but quite nice in their kind of like field. Team of the group stage, which is standard. Foot freeze to kind of replace Footmas. I actually enjoyed some of the cards. Obviously I enjoyed it because of getting Mane, but I think I enjoyed a bit of it. Road to the final 3, which is standard. Headliners, which are standard. And that's it. We've not got Foot Birthday, Future Stars. We've not got obviously Summer Heat. Hopefully we do get at the end. Team of the Year, Team of the Season. We have hopefully Foot Carnival. That was actually a really nice one to get. And there's plenty of more to go. So we've got plenty to work with, and there's still so many special cards coming out, so definitely stay tuned for all of that. In terms of Hakimi, where he came from, obviously Real Madrid was his starter club. He then went to Dortmund for 2 years, and I thought genuinely that he was going to continue there. And obviously he was a right back, managed to get the future star. He then got the right wing back last year in Team of the Season, and suddenly he moved to right mid Inter. I really thought he was going to be a right back, but he turns out he is playing right mid there, and he does have himself a cheeky one to watch as well, which is technically cheaper than the inform. So kind of just bear in mind that his right mid is 35k. So if that is about 38k, I'd probably say it's worth picking up, because realistically he's not going to be 35k or 38k if his inform is. So it's a potential moneymaker right there. Personally, I don't really invest too much in one to watches, just because there can be so many weeks where they don't get anything. If I was investing, I'd probably only do 1 or 2 and kind of cash out when really needed. But in terms of what you can bring to the table, pace, bit of dribbling, then obviously with the finisher, does get obviously a little bit of shooting. Still not the greatest in front of goal, but definitely not the worst I've seen. I've definitely seen worse, and especially worse 86s. But overall, he's just a nice player, something different. I do want to start making some potential squad builders or something like that to go around with, like a full special Inter squad or something along them lines, because I feel like that'd be something pretty interesting to do. So let me know down below if you think that's going to be a good idea. I've given him a 7.5. I think he's okay, but he's not going to really change anybody's team, and hopefully we don't get him as a red. I'd take him if he's the only 86 I get, but I would prefer obviously a Griezmann, Royce, or obviously a Depay. But hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.